uh, Dana and Amer, just because somehow we are allowed to like travel. Last time when I went outside Amadeo, also saw many children, or I mean kids with their parents going to the mall. Sabi ko, pwede na pala yun. Pwede na palang mag-mall yung mga bata. But I just observe that some of families or kids are, trying to go out na since pwede naman. So, before we start, let us pray first. Nandito ako para mag-learn out sa lahat ng audio-visual needs mo.
Sinasabi mo ba yan sa bawat bahay na pinupunta ko?
Kung gusto ko mabayaran mo,
hindi ba yung nakakaiya?
kapag may pumansin na naman.
O kahit di ko nasasabihin yan.
Salamat.
Bumasa mo na.
O sige, ano yung store ko?
Bagong 85-inch 4K 3D na TV, PlayStation 4, 7.1 surround sound na speaker. Alam mo, kung binibenta mo yan, siguradong bilhin na namin.
Birthday mo ba?
Hindi, mag-iulay na ang mga magulang.
Regalo nila para sa 10 ko.
Pinagpalit kasi ni Dad si Mom sa isang 19-year-old na Pilates instructor. Ang pangalan niya ay Sino Pilates. Sapat na yun para malaman mo kung klase ng tao siya.
Parang hindi ko nag-choose ka naman. Dito lang, pasensya niya.
Si Mom, pinatawid sa kanya ngayon at sabi niya nakatuwa daw siya ng misa na tatarget sa mga magulang ni Sino. Mas ginaan, hindi ko lang nakikwento sa kanya ang buong buhay natin.
Wala, ikaw kasi.
Hindi ko alam ang isa.
Ay, kasi gusto lagi ng anak mo ako. Pagpalit ko ng dalawa. Kasi natin, ang kami ko, at yun, di ko na ang nakukulang na sa school na pero sa kanila, hindi siya na nananabaran ng team. Yes, amen. And so we'll do some exercise too. I hope you may like stand up, or pwede rin naman nakaupo class habang nakaupo ginagalaw-galaw yung kamay. So it's up to you. But it's much better if you will like stand up. Is the video clear or okay? Yes. Let's have the gummy bear.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh yeah, gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Biting by dolly party, biting by dolly party, biting by dolly party, party pop. Biting by dolly party, biting by dolly party, biting by dolly party. party pop. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, yummy, yummy, tummy, tummy, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, yeah. Ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-yum-yum. 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 3 times you can buy me. Ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-yum-yum. 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 3 times you can buy me. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. And then you gummy mountain, get a dance for my tea, I get party pop. And then you gummy, gummy, teasing me, cool, mumbo, chura. My baby, get a money, get a party pop. Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy bear. Oh, yummy, yummy, tummy, funny, lucky gummy bear. I'm a jelly bear, 'cause I'm a gummy bear. Oh, I'm a moving, grooving, jamming, singing gummy bear. Oh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Party, party, dee, party, doo, dee, dum, gummy bear. Oh, 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 oh. Dee, doo, dee, dum, dum. Dee, doo, dee, gummy bear. Party pop. Ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-yum-yum. 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 3 times you can buy me. Ba-ba-ba-doo-doo-yum-yum. 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 3 times you can buy me. Gummy, 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 gummy bear. Gummy, 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 gummy bear.
I-apply na din dito sa mga
There you go. Ayun. Sino ang sumuna kasunod ng sayaw? So it's very, you know, simple. Kaya alam ko masusundan niyo yan even during online class. So, plus I have a sudden change sa lesson na ginawa ko kasi what I've prepared is if you're going to take a look in our MELC or the most essential learning competency. Supposedly, our lesson today is cause and effect and problem solution, the relationship of the two. But then, I have I changed my mind. I mean, hindi naman dahil gusto ko lang plus magbago yung isip ko. But then, I am thinking na you will not understand easily relationship of cause and effect and problem solution without discussing conjunctions. Okay? That is why I asked you to read first the conjunctions and the 3 types. Were you able to read the 3 kinds of conjunctions? Yes. So we later I'm going to ask at least give example. That's why you have show me board. What are examples of this kind of conjunctions? Because in the future we are going to use that in, you know, in discussing the relationship of cause and effect and problem solution. How are we going to use these conjunctions? Is that clear? So today we are going to have first those 3 kinds of conjunctions. And announcement class, since there are possible like changes sa mga time natin, so siguro mag-meet tayo kahit hindi scheduled time. Okay, for example, since sa English ngayon is supposedly is cause and effect and problem solution, and we cannot go there as of now. Okay, so we'll meet some other time. For example, I will ask you to be available, let's say for example, Tuesday afternoon. Okay, or it can be after ESP or after homeroom guidance. Okay, is that clear? To take up other matters, because I said we cannot understand constructing cause and effect relationship or even problem solution relationship if we will not discuss conjunctions. So this is very important. And another thing, later in the afternoon, we will not meet, but we will meet some other time. For example, tomorrow after ESP, we'll have another online class for science. Okay, since ESP is just short. Why? Because later we need to prepare for the assessment on how we're going to assess you. So, because we cannot like the end of this period is approaching. So December 12 is the last day of first quarter. So maybe you are thinking, ano kayang gagawin namin? Magpi-periodical test kaya kami? So do you think about such thing? About that thing? Magtitest ba kami? Mag-exam? So ano kayang gagawin namin? That's why we're going to talk about assessment later at 1 p.m. So instead of a meeting online later, so we'll move it tomorrow. Okay, after ESP. Why? We need to prepare for on how we are going to assess, and we have like LAC session with teachers. Now, it doesn't mean that we'll not have the synchronous online class later. You will not do anything. So you're going to do now the cooking. Do you still remember? Yes. So since afternoon naman mamaya, so you're going to cook like ibibigay ko naman yung direction mamaya. Okay? But to have an idea, kailangang i-picturean nyo yung ginagawa ninyo class while cooking. So it can be like, if you have no pancake mixture, so you are allowed to cook anything like an egg. So yung madadali lang. Kasi yung pancake, i-mix mo lang yon and then put some egg and then that's it. With water and then, hit the pan and then put it there. Pour it there. So, okay na. Nagawa na kayo ng pancake. So, you can cook egg if you want. If you have no pancake mixture, but take note, you need to take some picture while doing the activity. Next, you are going to melt some butter. If you have. If you have no butter, you may use margarine or, that can be. Kung wala talaga class, so huwag na magpa-pressure na bibili pa. What we're going to do here is to apply heat. Okay? So that we will test how materials changes. How materials change when we apply heat. So is it, kapag ba nag-apply tayo class ng ng heat, magbabago ba siya chemically o physically? So yun yung alamin ninyo. Lahat ba ng niluluto, chemical change? Lahat ba ng may apoy, chemical change? Or meron bang niluluto or ipinapainitan na physical change? So alamin natin. That is why you're going to cook pancake or egg and you're going to melt butter. Okay? If no butter, so you may boil some water. Okay? So pwede yun. So that's for 1 p.m. So tamang-tama, merienda nyo yung pancake. Take note, huwag gagawa ng walang supervision. Okay? Walang tao sa bahay. Because it's not safe to cook at home without anyone with you, like adult or guardian or parent. You cannot do that. You cannot cook by yourself. So, if wala kayong kasama, wag na munang gawin. Pwede namang gawin at the other time. Kung may kasama sa bahay, pwede nang magluto. At pwede nang assist. Okay?
Sir, pwede po mag-cook ng rice.
Pwede. Pwede rin naman. Or anything. It can be an egg. Yung rice kasi hapon na baka hindi mo nang magamit. At least yung egg pwede mong kainin after. Palaman mo sa tinapay. Di ba? Saka kahit isang egg lang maluto mo, at least mayroon. Pipicturean mo siya and then serve it. Kainin mo na. Same thing with pancake. Merienda nyo na siya. Okay, but I said, safety precautions, do not cook without anyone's supervision. Or kahit hindi kayo sinusupervise, basta may tao lang sa bahay nakasama. Okay, kahit ate, okay lang. Anyway.
Sir, paminsan po kasi, ang merienda po namin kanin.
Sige na. Kung wala kayong pancake mixture. I said, hindi ko kailangan class But although na-mention ko na to before that you need to prepare for the materials, but then if the material is not available. So it's okay to cook other things aside from pancake. Okay. The important thing here is we observe changes when we are applying heat. Okay. That's it. Now, so we'll go to English. So again, later wala muna tayo class at 1 p.m. because we'll have assessment. You are going to do your science activity. Okay, cooking. Okay. Kung face-to-face to class, sa classroom nagluluto talaga kami. Nagluluto talaga tayo, magluluto talaga. Kung face-to-face to per table may mga ano kayo materials. Kaya lang hindi tayo face-to-face to bahay nyo gagawin. Okay? So, that's it. Now, tingnan mo na klase ipe-present ko kasi this is as a review doon sa last lesson natin about context clues. Okay? Let me see kung naalala ka to. Kasi medyo ng ilang Monday tayong wala. Ayan. So please take a look at this one. So try to answer if you want, if you know the answer. So if please review this one because pwede ko itong maitanong sa review class, yung context clues. Nasa module naman siya nakalagay. So synonym or restatement, definition, antonym or contrast clue, explanation or example clue. That's it. Now, those 7 examples that we have. Okay, let's try to answer this one. Okay, for example, this activity in learning task number 2. By the way, nasagutan nyo ba to class? Nasagutan nyo to? Yes, kasi pinasagutan ko yun. Na-check nyo na? Ay, yung answer kanya sa likod ng module. Pero, let's see. Let's try to answer. Sige nga dito sa question number 1, at least we answer few questions lang. Kasi pwede nyo siyang sagutan using using the answer key at the back of your module. So, for example, this one, learning task number 2, infer the meaning or equivalent of the underlined word in each statement. Write your answers in your notebook. So, for example, Leandro is an alumnus of this school. He graduated in 2019. So, what is your clue there to get the word, or to get the meaning of alumnus? What is your clue? Anyone? Yes, Eman? Yeah, but because before you answer graduate, what is your clue? Yes, Jester?
Graduated.
Yes, that's correct. So look at this one. That's the second sentence. He graduated in 2019. So the word here, graduated, is your clue for the meaning of alumnus. Okay? So that's how we answer context clues. The meaning is right there on the sentence. Did you get it? Okay, so please review also other context clues. We have 7 types. And please take a note of this page. Okay, let me see. Pakikuha nga muna yung book. We will answer at least 2 questions from there and then the rest kayo na yung sasagot kapag offline na tayo, class. So please open your book on page 15. Essential English.
15 po, 50.
Yes, 15, 1-5. Okay, are you there? So, if you are already there, look at the discussion there. Give the meaning of the compound words. So, other words that we can have are compound words. Okay? In this sentence, using context clues or the given synonyms or antonyms. Now, before we answer, what is compound words first? Compound words is 2 words being connected. So, for example, table plus cloth, that is tablecloth. So, that is compound word. So, the meaning is changed if it is already 1 word. So, table has a meaning. cloth has a meaning. Combining it, so it will give another meaning. For example, another example rather is black and then board. Okay, so the meaning is changed when it's combined. Now, we can use them in answering context clues. For example, sige nga, in number 1, sige, let me see if you can give me the clue. What is the clue? Okay. Number 1, the passengers applauded the pilot for the plane's smooth touchdown. So the word is touchdown. So what is your clue? What is your clue? I mean, what do you think is the answer? Wag mo titingin sa dictionary. So what is touchdown? Anyone?
Uploaded.
Uploaded. So do not, go directly to the meaning. Do you think what is the meaning of touchdown? Without using the dictionary. By just reading the sentence, you have already there the clue. The passengers applauded the pilot for the plane's smooth touchdown. So what is touchdown, Percy?
Landing.
Yes, that's correct. Touchdown is landing. Okay? So, because, yes, sino naka-experience class riding in an airplane? Okay. So, those who already experienced, diba? Sobrang ganda ng smooth landing. Right? Parang, wow, nakarating na kami. So, ganun yung pakiramdam. Kaya yung mga passengers, they will really, papalakpakan nila yung pilot minsan kasi ang smooth nung pag-landing. That is, kumbaga sa ligtas kayo and then you landed safely and maayos. Kaya pinapalakpakan. So that's correct. Next. Let's try to answer number 2. My mother used to hang the clothes on the clothesline to dry. Clothesline. So do you think what is the meaning of clothesline? Yes, Anika? Anika, yes?
Hanger. Hanger po.
Hanger? Okay. So, hanger. So, the root word is hang. You can hang the clothes. But it's different from the line. Right? Hang and line. So, hanger, but we are referring to clothesline. So, do you think what is clothesline? Nandun na yung clue. Clothesline. So my mother used to hang the clothes on the clothesline to dry. So what is the clue? What is the meaning? Rather. Yes, Diana?
A rope.
A rope. Yes, it can be a rope or it can be a line. Pwede yun. A rope or a line. A line na class? For hanging clothes to dry. So clothesline is a line for hanging clothes to dry. in Tagalog term, sampayan nyo. Yung sampayan nyo na minsan nagawa sa alambre. So that is a line for hanging clothes to dry. Did you get it? Okay. So the meaning is right there already. Now, you will answer number 2 to 10 later after the class. So based from that ayan, ipopost niyo sa ating Google Classroom mamaya. Okay? That is page 15. Now, please watch this video to continue.
Sir, ano po yun ulit? Kasi po bigla ka pong nawalan ng sandals kanina po eh.
Ano? Nawala ako kanina?
Bigla ka po nawalan ng sound.
Nag-freeze po kayo kanina.
Okay. So, yung narinig na ako, class? Ayan. So yung sasagutan nyo yung number 2 to 10. Okay, later after the class. So page 15. So same thing sa sinagutan natin number 1 and 2. So ibibigay nyo, do you think what is the meaning based from how it is used in the sentence? Doorknob, headlight, outcome, shipwreck, timetable, waterfront, approved, and windshield. Okay. Although I know some of you knows the answers already, but still you write it on your notebook. Tapos ipipicturean, isasabit sa akin through the Google Classroom. Okay, please watch this.
There was a hole in the middle of the ground, the prettiest hole that you ever did see, Oh, the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around, and in that hole, there was a sea, the prettiest sea, that you ever did see, Oh, the seed in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around, and from that sea, there grew a tree, the prettiest tree, that you ever did see, Oh, the tree from the seed, and the seed in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around, and on that tree, there was a branch, the prettiest branch, that you ever did see, Oh, the branch on the tree, and the tree from the seed, and the seed in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around, and on that branch, there was a nest, the prettiest nest, that you ever did see, Oh, the nest on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree from the seed, and the seed in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around, and in that nest, there was a bird, the prettiest bird, that you ever did see, Oh, the bird in the nest, and the nest on the branch, and the branch on the tree, and the tree from the seed, and the seed in the hole, and the hole in the ground, and the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around, the green grass grows all around.
Okay, were you able to hear it, class, clear? Okay, yes, kasi medyo class yung bar ng aking signal nagbabawas, kaya siguro gano'n, naglalag din ako. So, nagiging isa na lang, dapat tatlo siya. But anyway, let's continue. So, the song about the green grass grow. So, do you think, class, my question is, do you think a seed will grow without soil or without the ground, without the earth? So definitely not. Okay, do you think you can grow a plant without digging a soil or making a hole? So definitely not. Okay, so do you think where are the birds, like what part of the world birds will like build their home without trees? So it's impossible, right? Because mostly birds build their houses on the tree. So why I let you watch this video, to know the relationship of all things. So from the hole to the ground, to the grass growing around, to the tree, to the branch, or even to the leaves, to the fruit, and to the nest, or even the bird nesting on it. So everything has a relationship. Okay? So it means what I want you to take note on this video is about relationship, about connection. So if you remember, we already mentioned connection in relationship in our homeroom guidance. But then in English, how are we going to use this connection? Okay, take note. A sentence, paano nyo na-form ang isang sentence, class? Ano yung mga ginagamit ninyong words or parts ng sentence? In forming a sentence, just a simple one. Yes, Jester.
It ends with that.
Yes, definitely. A dot is an important what part of a sentence. So that's part of it, right? Without the dot or without the point, diba? That's not a sentence. Without the punctuation mark. So kaya nga, I am always telling sa mga grade 5 pupils, when you are writing a sentence, you need to put dot at the end. Pero kung that is an interrogative sentence, asking question, you need to put question mark. If an exclamatory sentence, so you need to put exclamation point. So what else? Yes, Percy?
It starts with a capital letter.
Yes. So definitely start with a capital letter. Right? So whether it is starting in it, the, or a name of a person, you need to capitalize the first letter. That is a must. That is a basic way on writing a sentence. Now, let's proceed to the parts. So, for example, let's say I'm going to use class a PowerPoint to write the example sentence. So, for example, okay, let's have this sentence. Let's say let's use a name. Jessa plays in the garden. Okay, look at this example. So your answers a while ago are correct, that it should be capitalized, the first letter, and with that. But you know, class, there are parts connecting. What are those parts? Jessa. Okay, what is Jessa? Jessa is a subject. Okay, that's it. While this one plays in the garden, okay, we call it a predicate. So we'll have here subject plus predicate. So subject plus predicate, that is forming, okay, that is equal to a sentence. Okay, can you see a relationship? Can you see that? There's a relationship. Okay, the dot, the capital letter, the subject, the predicate, when we combine them, we are forming a sentence. And doon plus nagsisimula kung bakit kayo nagiging magaling in constructing a paragraph or even speaking the language, because you know the parts. Okay? Now, aside from those parts, we still have nouns. Dapat alam nyo din yung nouns that we are using in a sentence. Nouns, pronouns. We are using verb. We are using adjective. We are using adverb. Okay? Those are parts of speech. So all these things, when we combine, we are forming a sentence. And a sentence is very important. Okay? That is why one of our exercises here is for you to write your own sentence based from the words that I'm going to give in the future. Now, let's have this once again. So subject and plus predicate is a sentence. So subject is kung sino yung pinag-uusapan, right? And then ang other name sa subject, pwede class tawagin din itong noun kasi pangalan siya ng tao. And then we have here a verb, yung place na word, verb yan. At kapag madalas class, usually a predicate start with a verb. Okay? Place in the garden. So the whole thing is a predicate. But it start always with the verb, place. Or other verb. Okay? But the most important thing here that we need to remember is that in forming a sentence, there's a relationship between the subject and the predicate. So same thing with our like a lesson about conjunctions. Sige, let me see. What is conjunctions based from your research? I ask you to look for it. Anyone? There's also a relationship. There's when we are discussing conjunctions. What are conjunctions? Yes, Santara.
A word used to connect clauses or sentences or to coordinate words in the same clause.
Yes. So same thing with the song that we watched a while ago. There are connections between the bird, the nest, the tree, the seed, the branch, and all. Okay? In our environment, in our, like, if you're going to take a look around us, there are relationships. So same thing with sentences, words, phrases. There are, what? They have relationship. At isa class na gagamitin natin to connect them is conjunctions. Okay? So let me give an example here. So for example, sige nga, give me 2 of your favorite food. Akiko. Akiko? Hello? Are you there? O anyone? Sino gusto mag-share ng favorite food niya? Amer, go.
Palaya po at saka po buffalo wings.
Yes. So, ampalaya. Nakikita niyo ba, class? Nag-share ako eh. Can you see it? Okay. Ampalaya and okay. Look at this class. So, we have ampalaya. So, that's Amer's favorite food. And another is buffalo wings. So, look at this word at the middle or in the middle of the 2 words, and. Can you see that? Right? Kino-connect ba yung 2 favorite foods ni Amer? Yeah, that's a relationship, right? Now, what do we call those words? So this end here, we call it conjunction. Okay, did you get it? Is it clear? Okay, yes. So we call it conjunctions. Okay, there you go. So yan na yung conjunctions class na tinutukoy ko or tinutukoy natin sa lesson natin. So according to Santara, these are what? Words. To connect what? Also words, phrases, clauses, or even sentence. Connect. So the word is connect. So kung tatanungin kayo class ng mabilisan, paki-note sa notebook, what is conjunction? Connecting words. Again, connecting words. So, ang pinakakulo nyo lang, para mabilis nyo masagot, yung teacher na nagtanong sa inyo, para matandaan nyo agad, same siya na letter C. Conjunctions, connect. So, conjunctions, connecting words. So that is a pinakamagandang clue na ibigay ninyo para makuha nyo agad na, okay, when we talk about conjunctions, we are going to connect words. Okay. Now let's proceed to Sophia. Sophia, what are your 2 favorite hobbies? What hobbies do you love? I mean, things you do na gustong-gusto mo, you really love to do.
Drawing and lettering.
Okay. So let's put it here. Okay, let's say Sophia loves to do Sophia loves to draw, or I mean to do Sophia loves to draw. Ano lang, to draw, or work. I mean, paano ba natin ano yung lettering? Sophia loves to draw, or so ibahin muna natin plus yung ano natin, word. Let's say another way to draw and dance. So ibahin muna natin. So look at this class. Draw, and then we have dance. And we are using here or. Okay, did we connect the 2 hobbies? Pwede naman para mailagay talaga natin class. To do drawing or lettering. Pwede rin yun. Have to do drawing or lettering. So it's an option for you. Pwedeng or pwedeng pwedeng drawing or pwedeng lettering. So that's an option for Sophia, for example. Okay? So that's how we connect words. Now, other examples. Sige nga. Will you please use your show me board? And aside from and or, what other words did you read a while ago that we can use as a connecting words aside from and or? So ready, begin. And count of 5. Let me see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, please show it. Both, but, okay, also. Okay, nor, but, both, also. Okay, how about the others? Hindi ko makita yung isagot ng iba. Nakaano kasi. Nakasara yung camera. Yet. Okay, nor. Nor. Neither nor. Okay. Okay. How about the others? So, hindi nakapag-flash class, walang point sa recitation. O hindi maka-open ang camera, why? Now, there are conjunctions class, that's all correct, but then there are conjunctions that cannot stand alone. Malalaman natin yun kung ano yung conjunctions na cannot stand alone. Meron namang conjunctions na can stand alone. For example, yung nor, hindi siya may ka-pair siya. And then yung also, may ka-pair din siya. Not only, but also. Oh, may ka-pair yun. Anong tawag natin sa ganong conjunctions pag pairing? Okay? Neither nor, either or. Anong tawag natin sa ganon? Both, saka and. Anong tawag natin sa ganon? What do we call those conjunctions? So we'll go there now. Okay? So unahin natin class yung the first kind of conjunction, which is the coordinating conjunctions. So please take note of this, coordinating conjunctions. Coordinating. Okay. On page 56, you were able to read that. first one is coordinating conjunctions. So in this example, class, for you to, to get it easily, we have a clue here. Fun boys. Again, what is the clue for coordinating conjunctions? Fun boys. So what is fun boys? So these are the words we use to connect. And these are for, stands for F, and stands for A, nor stand for N, okay, but stand for B, or stand for O, stand for or, and then Y is yet, and then we have so. And so these are, okay, the fun boys, which are called coordinating conjunctions. Easy to follow? Yes. So if you look, if you're, for example, you are asked to identify the conjunctions and you see these words, like for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so, that is fun boys, that is coordinating conjunctions. Who can repeat it? Who can give fun boys? Anyone? Yes, Diana?
Fun voice for and nor, but, or yet, so.
Okay, so that is our clue. If you hear about fun boys, that is coordinating conjunctions. Okay, now the discussion on how to use them is on your book. So, doon siya pag-aaralan. That is why you need to read again later. So, pwede siya sa reason. For example, mother is happy for I am healthy. For I am healthy. So, reason. So, why is that? Why do you think the mother is happy? Because the child is healthy. Okay, so that's the reason. And a while ago, I gave an example for the favorite food. So that is addition. For example, I love to eat spaghetti, chicken, and pizza. So we're using and to add. Okay, so that is fun boys. Now let's proceed to the next conjunctions. That is on page 68. That is the correlative conjunction. Okay, correlative. So we are not going to use here fun boys. Iba na klase magiging ano natin. So from the word cross correlative, our clue here is the word relative. Okay, so I'm going to highlight relative. Okay, there you go. Correlative. Okay, why? Why it is called correlative? Because mayroon siyang kasama class, mayroon siyang ka-pair. Yun yung correlative. Okay? So lagi siyang may kasama. For example, either or. Di ba magkasama sila? So let's give an example here. So either. So for example, either the boys or the girls So look at this example, class. either the boys or the girls will present their work tomorrow. So look at this. So paano ko sinabing they go together? So i-highlight natin. So the one is either, and then we have or. Okay? So it means when we use either or, one of them will do it. So that is can go together, either or. You get it? So that's why we call it correlative, relative, ibig sabihin related. Okay? Relative, so kailangan may ka-pair sa class. It is a paired, conjunctions. Either or, ano pa yung example natin? Neither nor, yung magkasama yan. Okay? So those are examples. Okay, sige, let me see. Give other examples. Yun sa mga binasa nyo kanina. Ano pa yung correlative conjunctions na nandun? Kailangan magka-pair sila. Kasi correlative, yun na magiging clue nyo class ha. Pag tinanong ko ulit kayo, kung ano yung conjunctions, relative, kailangan dalawa sila magka-pair. So yun yung clue. Okay, Sophia?
Not only but also.
Yes. That's what I'm saying a while ago. Not only, but also. Okay? Paired. So, for example, the teacher give the highest grade not only to Amer, but also to Nia, because they both performed well. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, not only but also, ibig sabihin is both of them got it. Okay, next. What else? Sige nga, at the same time, please write it on your show me board. Let me see other examples that you were able to get from the book that you read a while ago.
Sir, pwede sa chat box na lang po.
No, kung wala kang please use a paper na lang, scratch paper. Kasi makikita agad sa chat box yung sagot mo. Then use a marker. The rest of you na hindi naka-open ng camera, hindi ko kayo class maanohan ng recitation kasi hindi ko nakikita yung inyong sagot. Or even your face. You are just listening. You are not participating. So there's an additional point, grade for those like opening their cameras, because that is participation. How can you participate if I cannot see you showing? If you're not showing up. Will you please show it now? It should be paired. Okay, whether or correct, both and neither nor, whether nor, both and. Okay, whether or both and. Yung yet, nasa ano yan? Nasa fanboys yan. Yet. Nasa fanboys yan. That is coordinating conjunction. It should be paired. Correlative is paired. Neither nor, both and. Very good. So I already checked most of the answers. That's correct. That's correct. Now, you know already to identify the coordinating and correlative. Let's proceed to the next one. The subordinating conjunctions. Okay, for subordinating conjunctions class, there are several examples that we have. Okay, will you please write an example, at least 3. Ready, go. Okay, let me see it. Yung nabasa nyo kanina, huwag nang tumingin sa book. Yung natatandaan nyo lang na binasa nyo kanina. Okay? Sige, ready? 2, 3, go! Show it. While, because, why, whatever, when, okay, whenever, even, so that, after, although, so that, magkasama yung so that. Kasi yung so is nasa fanboy siya. Whatever, after, as, because, even if, okay, when, okay, whatever. Because, very good. So a plus for that because you really read our, you know, page 90 a while ago. So that is subordinating conjunctions. Now, what is your clue class for subordinating? That is connecting clauses. Please take note of that. Pakisulat class yung mga binibigay kong mga few words kasi hindi ko na kailangan pinapabasa class ng yung pinakamahabang description niya. Ang ibinibigay ko sa inyo is the shortest one. Okay, that is why kung ano yung nilalagay ko sa PowerPoint, yun yung ilagay ninyo sa inyong notebook. So these words are connecting clauses. Okay? Now, sir, what is clause? Ano yung clauses? A clause, class, is it can be a sentence or a sentence. One sentence and another that is not. Okay, it can be an independent or dependent clause. For example, so let's give an example here. When I saw okay. Can you see the example class? Nakita niyo yung example ko? Yes. So look at this. When I saw the ghost, I fainted. Okay, now, what I'm referring to clauses. Nakikita niyo class yung comma? Can you see that? So, hahatiin natin siya doon to identify the clauses. Kasi ang subordinating conjunctions, I said, is connecting or connecting clauses. So, paki-note ulit. Class, medyo mabilis lang to pero I hope makuha nyo. Kaya paki-ano nyo class, paki-take note. I-highlight ko class yung isang clause. One of the clause here is when I saw the ghost. So, underline natin. Another is I fainted. So, i-highlight ko class yung comma kasi yun yung nagsa-separate sa kanila. Okay? Ayan, in-highlight ko yung comma. So, dun nyo siya hahatiin. Okay? If you notice, dun sa isang clause, kailangan nandun yung isang conjunctions. So, ano yung conjunctions natin dito na ginamit? Percy Ann. Ano yung conjunction na ginamit natin dito? Percy Ann. Ano yung conjunction sa ginamit natin sa sentence? When I saw the ghost, I fainted. Ano yung ginamit natin? What do we use? Yes? Roshana?
Subordinating conjunction.
Yeah, what word is a subordinating conjunction? That's correct. What word? Amer?
When.
When. Now, listen carefully. Kasi this is the last part, class. When. dun sa sentence clause or sa clause na may nakasulat na when, kung nasaan yung subordinating conjunction, that is one example of a clause. And then yung naka-red, isa din siyang example ng clause. So, connecting clauses. So, anong pagkakaiba class sa mga clauses na nabanggit that we mentioned? The first one, yung kasama yung subordinating conjunctions, this is dependent clause. From the word dependent, hindi niya kayang tumayo sa sarili niya. Okay, class cannot stand by itself. Kasi nga dependent, di ba? Depende. Dumidepende sa Tagalog. So dumidepende siya, kaya cannot stand alone. So kung tatanggalin natin class yung I fainted, try mo natin tanggalin class and the comma, when I saw the ghost. Is that a sentence? Yes or no? Pag yes, thumbs up. Pag no, thumbs down. Is it a sentence? Yes or no? Yes. Very good. That is not a sentence. So, ibig sabihin, pag hindi siya sentence class, that is a dependent clause. While dependent, dumidepende. Ibig sabihin, cannot stand alone. That's not a sentence. So, doon nyo makikita yung subordinating na word. When I saw the ghost. Now, idagdag natin class yung isa pa na sentence. I fainted. Is that a sentence? Thumbs up if yes. Thumbs down if no. Yes or no? I fainted. Actually, class, the correct answer. Very good kasi madami yung nakakuha ng tama. This is a sentence. I fainted. Ang ikli naman, sir, nung sentence na yun. Yes. That is a sentence. Why? Yun ang una kong tinuro kanina. Sa sentence class, kailangan merong subject, yung pinag-uusapan, which is I, and then merong predicate, which is nagdi-describe kung ano ginawa, o anong nangyari. So that is a verb fainted. Okay? I fainted is a sentence. Bakit? Meron siyang subject, meron siyang predicate. Kompleto. Naintindihan nyo ba when I say I fainted? You get a point? There's a complete thought, right? Complete. I fainted. So that is a sentence. So what do we call now this clause? Okay. So i-adjust natin class ng kaunti. Yung naka-green, kanina ang sabi ko, this is dependent clause. Okay. Okay. Dalawang clause, magkaiba yan. Dependent saka independent. Independent. So yun yung class sa dalawang clauses na pinagdudugtong natin. Isang dependent at isang independent. Did you get it? So kung yung dependent, nandun yung subordinating. That's our clue. Okay? Ulit. Yung dependent clause, nandun yung subordinating. Yung independent, wala siyang subordinating. Kaya niyang tumayo sa sarili niya class. Okay? So that is why subordinating conjunctions are connecting clauses. One is dependent clause and the other one is independent clause. Repeat. The green one is dependent clause. Nandun yung word natin na when, which is the subordinating conjunctions. While the other one is an independent clause. Okay? So joining together, we can still say that this is a sentence. So next time, pag-aaralan natin class, pag nandun na tayo sa cause and effect talaga and problem solution, ano yung tawag natin sa ganitong uri ng sentence na mayroong independent clause and dependent clause na pinagdugtong ng isang conjunction. I mean na mayroong nakalagay na conjunction. What do we call this sentence? This is a simple sentence, compound, or complex. So hindi ko muna isasabihin ngayon kasi baka maghalo-halo na sa mind ninyo, so hindi nyo na makuha. Ang importante lang dito class, important thing here is you can differentiate the three conjunctions because that is very important when we are already on the part of discussing the cause and effect and problem solution relationship. Okay, so there you go. Will you please write on your show me board the 3 types of conjunctions? Ready, go. What are the 3 types or 3 kinds of conjunctions that we have mentioned in this lesson?
Pwede ka magkwento sa kanya ng mga problema habang kumakain ng burger. Mapigilan ko.
Professor, Iwatani, bumalik ka sa kotse!
Professor Iwatani, ano ginagawa niyo? Kakausapin ko siya. Anak ko si Takma. Hindi magandang idilin lang.
Please check the spelling of the types of conjunctions. Paano?
Sir, nakamute po kayo.
Oo.
Kilala ng bagay dun.
Oo. Nag-mute talaga ako, class, kasi may kumausap sa akin.
Yung ano?
Hmm?
Kapatid yan yung ano.
Very good. Yes. Coordinating, correlative, and subordinating. So these are the 3. Now, okay, what is our clue? Pakisulat sa show me board. Pinalagin ko na kayo class ng point kung tama o mali yung sagot. What is our clue to know if it is a coordinating conjunctions? What is our clue to know if it is a coordinating conjunctions? Okay, kahit hindi na isulat lahat, yun lang na acronym na ginamit natin. Pero kung nakasulat na, it's okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, show it. Okay, very good. So that's it. So all of you got a point there. Fun boys. So that is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. These are coordinating conjunctions. Okay? Now, what is our clue? Yung binigay ko kanina class ha, na clue lang, hindi yung example. What is our clue to know if it is a correlative conjunction? Okay, ready? Go! Show it! Relative. Yes, relative. Connect. Okay, pwede na rin yung connecting words, Percy. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay, relative. Relative. Okay, relative. Yes. Why? Di ba pag sinabing relative, class, related, so kailangan dalawa siya, no? Paired. So, nor, neither nor, either or, not also but not only but also, whether or. So those are correlative. And what is our clue that this is a subordinating conjunctions? Okay, let me see it. Yes, show it. Kahit isang word lang. O, clause. That is correct. Connecting clauses. Correct. Connecting clauses. Yes, very good. Yes. Okay, two clauses. Connecting two clauses. Okay, correct. So when you hear the word clause, that is, it can be two kinds din yung clauses. Ano yung dalawa class? Pakisulat nyo nga, what are the two types of clause? Two types of clauses. Those who are like disconnected, don't you worry. I will just send the recorded video sa ating GC. Again, what are the two kinds of clauses? Ready, go. Show it. Very good. Galing. So a plus for that. We have dependent clauses, dependent clause, and independent clause. Now, that's it. Correct, correct. So most of you got a correct answer. Yes. Dependent clause is independent clause. Which, patingin ako, ano, Jester? Yung sagot mo. Okay. Pakiayos lang yung spelling mo kasi wala kang T sa dulo ng independent mo. Jester. So, which one of these clauses can stand alone? Which of these sentence or clauses can stand alone? Okay. Kapag na-flash nyo na, may bibigay yung clue mamaya. Pag sinabi niya. Sige, ready? Show it. Go. Yes, that is, pakiayos lang yung spelling ng independent, ha? Independent, independent. Paki-check ano ba spelling ng independent. That's it. Independent. Now, di ba class, pag sinasabihan kayong, ay, independent na yan. So, ibig sabihin, can. Kaya na niyang tumayo sa sarili niya pa. That's same with clause. So, this independent clause, it can stand. That is a sentence already. And the other one, dependent clause, cannot stand alone. Where can you see, next question, where can you see the subordinating conjunction word? Is it in the independent clause or in the dependent clause? Where can you see the subordinating conjunction word? For example, the word if, when, although. Where can you see that? Is it in the independent clause or in the dependent clause? Okay, are you ready to show the answer? Ready, go. Show it. Yes, very good. Mali yung sagot ni Jester. Jester, please check on it. It should be in the dependent clause. It should be in the dependent clause. Okay? Doon yung makikita yung conjunctions. Again, that is our clue. Nasaan makikita yung clause, ay yung subordinating conjunctions? Nasa dependent clause. Very good. So, ang dami naka-perfect ngayon sa ating Show Me Board activity. And I'm so glad for that. It means you have a very high performance in this subject. Kasi you are very, active sa pagsagot. And class, tingnan nyo ulit to. Saan nyo makikita yung word na subordinating? Nasa dependent clause siya. When I saw the ghost. Kasi hindi siya kompleto. So ano ngayon kung nakita mo yung multo? Kung sa Tagalog nakita ko yung Nung nakita ko yung multo, di ba putol? Oh, nung nakita ko yung multo, so ano ngayon? Kulang. Okay? Pero pag nilagyan natin ng I fainted, okay na siya. Kasi meron na siyang independent clause. When I saw the ghost, I fainted. So naging okay na siya. Right? In Tagalog class, baka ma-discuss nyo lang din to class, yung lesson na to. In Tagalog, we call this sugnay. Yung clause. Yung Tagalog term sa clause. Sugnay. Ang tayo kaya binigay ko yung Tagalog term. Kasi baka ano yan, yung sugnay. Sugnay na nakapag-iisa at di nakapag-iisa. So, independent and dependent. That is the Tagalog term. Okay? So, gamitin natin class yung if. Ayan. Try natin gamitin yung if. Or yung because. I Ayan. Can you see that? I passed the exam because I studied well. Okay? I passed the exam because I studied well. So what is our subordinating conjunction that we use there? Anyone? What is the subordinating conjunction? Yes, Diana?
Because.
Yes. So, i-highlight natin yung because. There you go. Wait. Ano muna natin, class. So, kung ano yung naka-underline, yun lang yung subordinating conjunctions. Because. So, ang kasama niya, class, is because I studied well. So, ang itatagalog natin siya, dahil nag-aral ako ng mabuti. So, ano ngayon? Putol, di ba? Because I studied well. So, that is independent or dependent clause. Because I studied well. Is it independent or dependent clause? Anyone? Because I studied well. Yes, Jester?
Dependent.
Dependent. Bakit dependent? Nandun yung conjunction natin na because. Okay? And the other one is independent clause. I passed the exam. Kasi kompleto na siya. Nakapasa ako sa exam. Oh. I passed the exam. So kompleto. May subject, may predicate. And, sir, bakit sabi nyo kailangan may comma? There are times, class, na wala kayong makikita comma sa sentence. But, ang mahalaga, hanapin nyo kung paano ginamit yung subordinating conjunctions doon. Okay? Get it? So that's it.
Sir, humina po kanina yung internet.
Yes, Aliyah. So, gagawin na lang natin is panoorin nyo ulit. Kaya nga minsan, class, hindi ko masyadong hinahabaan yung class kasi, halimbawa, magpas tayo ng 1 hour. Pag pinanood, ang haba nun. Kaya minsan, ini-stop ko na recording. But that's it, class. We are already done with the conjunctions. I told you, mag-i-English pa tayo ng isa pa for this week para ma-connect natin dun sa pinaka-main lesson talaga, which is the cause and effect and the problem solution relationship. Because there, in the topic, we are going to use these conjunctions. Okay? This coordinating, subordinating conjunctions. So that is on. So I'm going to discuss again English on Thursday morning after the homeroom guidance. And then science, since we have wala tayo mamaya sa science, we'll just have science tomorrow after ESP. Okay, that's clear. Any question regarding our topic for today? Is it clear? Matatapos na tayo, class. Is it clear? So pag hindi clear, please ask me, kung nahihiya magtanong dito, class, sa online class, pwedeng mag-message sa akin kung mayroong hindi naintindihan. But for you to, be familiarized with these conjunctions and for you to be reviewed about the topics that we have. So sasagutan niyo yung mga activity kasunod nun. So please take note of this activity. Page, pakisulat lang muna kung ano yung page. 57. Page 58. So pwede siya class sagutan hanggang mamayang hapon din kasi wala naman tayong science. Kahit ipasa na lang ng bago dumili mamaya. Okay? Ibig sabihin mga 6 p.m. Pwede siya hanggang 6 p.m. Next. After that, so 57 and 58, you proceed to page 68. 68, you're going to answer sa page 68, A to C. Naghahang yung screen ko? Hindi naman. Okay. So, isulat ko dito, class. Doon sa page 68, A to C only. Yan. Page 68, A to C only.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir? Ano?
Bakit?
Paano po isa-submit? Sa messenger po ba o sa classroom?
Sa classroom, pag na-picturean na. Okay?
Okay po.
Okay. Now, let's proceed to the subordinating. Kasi lahat class ng conjunctions meron kayong taas ng gamit. Okay. Let's have page 90 to 91. Page 90, A to D only. Page 90 to 91 pala class. Page 90 to 91. A to D only. And then yung nauna kanina, anong page nga yun? 50, 56, 57. Tama? 57, 58 rather. Page 57 to 58. A to B. Okay, that's it. That's our activity. Your task. Okay, plus if there's no question, I will just send the activity in science kung paano yung gagawin yung cooking activity nyo later. And yung pag-send ng picture sa cooking activity ay sa messenger. Yung paano kayo nag-cook ng pancake nyo or ng egg or ng rice or whatever. So that's it. See you class next time.
Sir?
Yes.
Pwede po video sa science?
Pwede rin naman. So it's you pick. Kaya minsan class hindi ako nagpapare-pareho ng pinapagawa kasi it depends kasi dun sa availability din ng ano nyo. And anyway, ang mahalaga naman dun merong documentation. Okay? So it can be a picture or a video. Yung video kasi baka mahirapan kayo mag-send. Kaya minsan hindi ako nagpapagawa ng video. Yung picture kasi mabilis ma-send. Diba? But if you can do the video, then it's okay. That's it. See you class tomorrow at 8 a.m. Ay, wala pala tayo class ng 8 a.m. tomorrow na mathematics. Kaya pala ako nag-iisip kanina ng ano. Kaya ang mangyayari class, sa hapon tayo mag-meet, ASP, and then science, and then meron din tayong math sa afternoon. So, hindi naman siya tig-isang oras kasi ang haba na noon, 3 hours yun ang tagal ng maano yun sa mata. So, yung ESP shorter yung time kasi ang ESP is same lang naman yung lesson natin so far. Yung science is just to check on the activity and sa math tayo medyo mahaba bukas ng 1 p.m. So, we'll meet tomorrow at 1 p.m. Okay? Later, wala. Ano na activity. So, see you next time, class. See you tomorrow at 1 p.m. God bless you. And I hope you learned about conjunctions for today. And we will actually magagamit na itong lesson na to. Hindi lamang sa mga susunod na lessons. But most probably, in speaking, you can actually apply it. Right? Thank you, class. See you next time. God bless you. Bye.
Bye po.
Bye, sir.